Good evening and welcome to a new episode of Bahrain Now. Tonight's episode is going to be a great treat for all of you gamers out there, as well also cover the latest topics and trends in the kingdom. I'm Bara Abdallah and this is Bahrain Now. So in Corona, we've been told to stay home and stay safe. But gamers been doing that like forever. Actually, in Corona time, gamers became stronger. So to talk more about that is the Bahraini gaming legends, Abdul Hakam, aka Hakoum. So, good
Hello.
evening.
Good evening.
How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm good, man, good. So I'm here in the presence of a Bahraini legend, Guinness record holder of how many records now?
5.
5. What's up? Okay, awesome stuff. So now with Corona taking place and all of that, how do you see yourself different this time? Like, did it make you stronger, more views? You got to discover more yourself as a gamer?
To be honest with you,
Be honest, yes.
nothing has changed.
Nothing changed.
Nothing has changed. As a gamer, as all the gamers around the world, we are always sat in the house, hold our controllers and played video games.
That's it.
That's it.
So you've been keeping us safe for like the last 20 years.
Yup, exactly. The past 20 years, I only sat and played games, and I only went out for necessities, for important
great,
things.
great, yes.
So I've been, what they are teaching us now with Corona times, I've been doing it 20 years ago. So like, welcome to the club.
Good stuff, man, good stuff. Wow. Okay, no, that being said, that's a good statement. Welcome to the club. So, but what I noticed with Corona is that a lot of gamers have gained more views, actually, more popularity, and a lot of people have seen esports to be a big thing as well. As all events became virtual, and then discovering that gaming has always been a digital platform. So, how do you see that changing?
It's
during the
because
Corona time?
people have sat in the house now for the past 6 months, so they have nothing to do. Everybody wants to play. I have people calling me who aren't gamers, who are pilots, doctors calling me. They want a PlayStation. They cannot even find one in the market. So as you can see, people who aren't gamers are slowly playing video games now. So they're sitting in the house watching streamers, video games, all these things. So as you see, the views have went up. All these things have went up. Not just with games, even with movies and series and these types of media.
Okay, so
Usually it's like media who boomed in this past year.
pretty much. Well, what kind of games have you been pretty much putting yourself into?
Me?
Yeah.
The same games. The same usual games I've been playing. Nothing has changed with me, nothing. I'm going exactly the same way I have been going the past 25 years, or let's say 30 years.
But this year we've seen a lot of changes, like in the gaming scene. The thing is, like there were no gaming launches. Everything went online, like E3 went online, Gamescom went online, all the gaming events that we knew about internationally speaking, they all went online. So even the way they produced and they were like launching their games, it went virtual this time. Like we're talking about The Last of Us 2, Ghost of Tsushima, and other games. What game you actually been clocking in more recently?
Well, I play many types of games. I don't stick to one game. Like the rest of the world focuses on just 3 to 4 games. You know these games.
Yes.
I focus on many games. I'm a different type of gamer.
Right.
I've played more than 3,600 games.
300.
3,600.
We're talking about like
Thousands. Thousands of games, yes.
But all on the PlayStation platform.
PlayStation, no, on the PlayStation 3, 4, Vita, and now soon PS5.
We're talking about trophy hunting here.
Yeah.
So
So I'm playing different video games as I'm trophy hunting.
Okay, yeah, that's one thing people need to know about you as well. I mean, you have the Guinness record for having the most trophies.
Most
Now,
platinums and rank 1.
rank 1.
Yeah.
But you say you have 5.
I have 5. Yeah, it's for most of the trophies.
was
Silver,
smart.
gold. For every part of the trophies, there is a Guinness.
Okay, so platinum, gold, silver, bronze, and
I don't have the bronze.
You don't have a
No,
bronze.
somebody else has.
somebody else has it?
He has
Dude,
more.
come
yeah.
on.
I have to work harder.
So what about the other two? What's
That's it. Silver, gold, platinum, points, and most trophies.
Okay, so now you do this full time?
Full time. This is my full-time job.
So if jobs right now have different titles. But
Yeah.
is that even a job to
It
begin
is a
with?
job, yeah.
It's not a business? I don't know. How do you see
It
this?
can go both ways. Job, business.
Okay, so mostly what do you do? You create content. You create gaming content.
From trophies, I started creating content, and then content is like a job.
Okay. And in Corona, do you see that things have changed? Like you had an increase in viewership, you know, your DMs are blowing up out of proportion, that kind of stuff?
Well, I never, to be honest with you, I never made my channel, YouTube, Instagram, and this for views and for followers. I made it for myself. So in the future, when I grow up, I can look back at the achievements I did. I did it for me in the end of the day. If people come, follow me, view me, I'm thankful for them.
Okay, it's because what's happening right now, apparently what you're doing right now, you're not only catering to one country. I mean, you're based in Bahrain, and now, you know, being a Bahraini gaming legend yourself right now, you're catering to the world.
Yeah.
Don't you see it that way?
I see it that way. I don't have many followers, like you see, but nearly all the gamers around the world know me.
Okay, and so now you're still holding on to the PlayStation field, right?
Yeah.
As you can see in front of you right now, we have a PS5. How do you feel about that?
Well, when I got it, I was like shocked, and I made a video about it, an unboxing video, and especially when I held that cute controller there, that amazing controller, it was another thing. Really.
You want to give it a try again? You want to give it like a grip?
Sure.
No, it seems like with the PS5 right now, I mean, yes, I mean, we have it right there. It's a big machine, to be honest.
Yes, it is big.
And it's powerful.
Yep.
But apparently the next generation right now, we're not going to talk about how the PS5 looks and all that. It's the feel of the joypad.
Yes, the controller. Once I put my hands on these controllers, it was another feeling. Like it just took the shape of my hand.
Okay.
There was no empty fields or anything, it just gripped completely. And then the roughness of this part here, you can see in here, if you zoom in this part, you can see like the PlayStation button logos here,
yeah.
the X, but very tiny. And then you have the haptic feedback in this.
I was going to tell you about the haptic, so tell me more about the haptic motors.
When I started playing Astro Playroom, that game is made for this controller. So it will like show you everything you need to know about this controller. I felt like there is vibration in every inch of the controller, here, even on the analogs behind here, every place. So I was like shocked. I said, what is this? If you walk on the floor, if you walk on steel, if you walk on grass, if you drop in the water, you swim, it all feels different. The vibration feels different. It's very hard to explain. You have to try it. It's really hard. It's revolutionary. It's like, I can't even explain it. And then suddenly came the part where I had to use the L2 and the R2.
Okay, tell us more about that,
For example, if you are like pulling something, or for example, you are climbing, you suddenly feel like the R2 is broken. It's like, it's not working. You press and then, it stopped. Then you have to put pressure on it. It's like breaking something, you know, like.
So there's a resistance?
Resistance, exactly. That's the correct word for it. Resistance. It resists you. You have to push it harder. And there's like levels. It's like breaking it suddenly. You have to try it to know what I mean.
No way.
And I also heard that if your gun,
Yeah.
like you need to reload the gun, this jams. It doesn't go
It
down.
jams?
Yeah. So it tells you have to reload your weapon.
So now the thing is, you said if you walk on sand, it's different than water. Can you at least tell us? I know you, you have to actually feel it to understand.
The vibration, I meant the vibration. When you walk on the floor like a mat, it has a different vibration to it. And then when you, for example, walk on steel, you will feel again a different vibration feeling. And then when you go on sand, again, it's the same thing. And plus, you hear the sound of the steel and the mat coming out of the controller, which gives you more of this like 4D thing feeling to it. You know? So it's really hard to explain. You have to try it. Even when walking on ice, for example, skiing on ice, stuff like that. Everything you do in the game feels different. The vibration goes every place. Okay. I don't know what's in this controller. Some demons, I don't know. I don't know what's in the controller.
All right, say your prayers, I guess. Okay, great stuff. So what is DualSense?
Yeah, I don't know.
DualSense, what is that? I mean, that's like another term they've been using with the controller.
I have no idea what the word or the term means. Actually.
Okay. I mean, well, but the haptic motor is pretty much.
I don't even know what does haptic mean.
Okay, great. Yeah, but we know the words. It just sounds fancy.
Yeah, it sounds fancy. But I don't know the definition to it. But once you hold the controller, that's the definition there.
Okay, great. So now the PS5 is here, and you're a gamer right now.
Yeah.
What do you think is going to happen? I mean, it's going to be out there very soon, but the pre-order just went.
Yeah, everything finished. Everything finished.
It is crazy to see it right now in front of you. It's actually a big piece of machine, but a lot of it right now is going to the cooling system, right?
Yes, the heat sink is huge. The heat sink is huge, but good. No more noise, no fan noise, and good performance.
The PS4 sounded like a jet plane.
Yeah, but people sometimes, they exaggerated a lot on that, because usually what people do, they buy a console and they just forget it there. They never clean it. They never take care of it. So what's gonna happen? It's gonna make sound, a very loud sound. If you go ahead and clean your console from time to time, like
Right.
1 or 2 months, every 1 or 2 months, the sound will be less. The sound is still there, but less.
All right.
Not like how people are putting it out to be.
Now, okay, so going back to you as a gamer, as a Bahraini gamer right now, it seems like right now you're a living example that, we are breaking out of the traditional way of living, which
Yeah.
is, get a job, get a base salary every month, and then, you can support your family, get whatever, if you needed to get a loan, stuff like that. So that's how we're gonna go with, and, study, get more certificates, and get more skills along the side in your career. But right now, in what you're doing right now, it's a hybrid of, let's say, a business, a job, gaming, entertainment, hobby, all in one. So what are the challenges of doing what you're doing?
Well, I like to do things the way I like to do them, my way. So
Okay.
I wanted to live the life I wanted in the end of the day. I did not want to follow what everybody in the world is doing. I wanted to be a different person. And it's really challenging. You have to throw out many things in life you have to sacrifice a lot of things to reach this position. And many people just want to go to school, or go to college, find a job and just live a life. Jack Ma, Alibaba, he once said, if you give a monkey money or a banana, what will he pick?
Right.
He pick the banana. He does not know that the money buys the banana. Humans are the same. You give him a job, you give him a business. He's gonna go for a job. He does not know that the business can make you millions.
Okay, simply said.
Yeah.
And gaming can be your...
Exactly. And
Portal to
gaming
that?
people on YouTube, they make millions. Not even a CEO of a bank can make that much money.
Okay, simply said,
Yeah.
yes. And I can see right now you're paired with the same fashion of the
same.
t-shirt to the
Same
console. And man, you guys are like, you're a couple.
Oh, how sweet.
Great. All right, any last words you want to say to Bahrain, to the world, and to all the gamers and everybody around there?
Always, if you have a dream, follow that dream. Never give up. Because every human can get what he wants in life if he puts enough effort into it. If you put enough effort into what you want to achieve in life, you will get there. There is no excuse that you cannot do or achieve your dreams. No excuse at all. Everything is possible.
All right, everything is possible. Thank you very much, Bahraini
welcome.
gaming legend, Abul Hakim, aka Hakum. Thank you so much for being
No
here
problem.
on Bahrain
Thanks.
Now. Much appreciated. So nothing's impossible. Follow your dreams, and that's what Abul Hakim did exactly. Stay tuned for more happening here on Bahrain Now. So shelf away those coronavirus anxieties and prepare to get busy. The Bahrain Training Institute continues to provide courses safely and in compliance with the government's guidelines. More on this report with Khalid Hijris.
If you're wondering how education and training are faring underneath the new normal since the rise of the pandemic, you can always look to Bahrain Training Institute's methods. They're combining online learning as well as in-person learning, but making sure that their students stay safe and engaged.
We're back to the new normal, I would say. The students or the trainees are excited, the staff members as well. Our trainers are doing their training online, and in some cases they're doing the practicum in the workshops or in the labs. So once the study was suspended last March by the orders of His Royal Highness Sheikh Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa, the Crown Prince and the First Deputy Prime Minister, we started putting plans in place. So the first thing we did is that we needed to train the instructors. It was like a very busy bees work for our staff and our training. It was exciting, to be honest, because it's something new. So everybody came out of the box to try to find solutions for that. And I think we did a very good job here. All our services became online services. The registration is fully now online. Any request that you would, as a trainee or the student, you would want, any paperwork, administrative work that is needed, you can do that online. We moved to a fully online teaching and training, except for those practical classes where the students have to be here and they have to practice their skills. So that's one thing that has changed. Last semester, our instructors gave their classes from home because everybody was doing the classes from home, just like the other higher education institutions. or the post-secondary education institutions. This semester we opt to have the instructors coming to BTI so they can utilize all the resources available and providing their teaching from the institute itself. A community service initiative that BTI has done as well was to train the public for free. We did several workshops and we had more than 600 trainees in that. I think this was one of the best thing that BTI did to combat COVID-19, not only on our behalf but also for the whole kingdom. We already started using Moodles way before the pandemic in 2018, and that was a great chance for us to expand on the usage of it. In addition to using Teams as the synchronized learning tool, we ensured that our students have a support for that because it's something new for them. So they were using both Moodle and Teams as an online education tool. We've already created hotlines for the students for support. We created our own also YouTube channel. So most institutes, most post-secondary institutions and even schools moved from a face-to-face education approach or teaching or training approach to a more of either a fully online education approach or a blended learning approach. And I can see that clearly that BTI is not going to give up the blended learning approach. It is quite a good tool and it's a very useful one. It's also helped emphasize on students' self-learning abilities, and it's one of the most important, I would say, skills for the coming times. It's also one of the 21st century skills that we try and we strive to ensure that our students have. I guess my message is just keep going and take responsibility for your education and training. And take advantage of all the resources available. Let it be human resources, let it be physical resources. You are the sole responsible at the end for your education. We can support, we can provide you with a lot of things, but at the end you are the major player. So don't give up on yourself. Don't be lazy as well. So take the initiative and move forward. And that's not a message only to BTI students. I guess it's a message for all the students in Bahrain.
So as you can see, Bahrain Training Institute is doing their bit to make sure that their students and trainees remain unshaken under this new normal. This is Khalid Idris reporting for Bahrain International.
An international award-winning photographer has proved himself once again in the field with his remarkable work. Isa Ibrahim is a local photographer who has recently earned the title of Zeus by GPU, making him the first ever photographer to earn his international title. More on this report by Zahra Abakar.
Zeus, the god of creation, as described in ancient Greek myths and legends. Born in 1979, Isa Ibrahim is an award-winning Bahraini photographer with over 639 international awards. These awards and titles have enabled him to run several competitions, the most importantly being the Bahrain Salon, one of the major Middle East photography competitions back in 2015. Isa has also participated as jury member in several local and international competitions. Isa Ibrahim earned the title of Zeus by GPU. GPU is an international photography association based in Greek and run by different photographers from all over the world to support the different photography talents from all over the globe, making him the first Arab-based photographer. Isa Ibrahim has proudly earned this title amongst 20 other international photographers. Earning this title comes through the application of 50 photographs covering 10 different categories that the participant can choose from by contributing with his own 10 photographs. Isa Ibrahim has marked his stamp in the world of photography through a broader nation, proving yet once again the efficiency and capability of Arab talents in different fields. His love for culture, civilization, and travel is documented through his pictures as he roamed all over the world, capturing the lives of different countries and traditions. Making his way to earn one of the most characteristic photography titles, such as the Master Fiab and the title of Arab Photographer, besides his other recent and over the years wins and achievements. People can review Isa's works as he identifies and presents different cultures and traditions through his book, I Memory, filled with his 16 years of photographic journey.
استانسين بالصورة
أقول لا إله إلا الله كانك كنا كثير.
Not every girl dreams of being a Disney princess. Some dream of being a black belt holder. Let's watch the Bahrain's first specialized Taekwondo academy for ladies in this report by Mariam El Bayati.
Taekwondo is a Korean martial art characterized by its emphasis on head-height kicks, jumping spinning kicks, and fast-kicking techniques. It is also known as the art of self-defense, therefore it has become so popular all around the world, and here in Bahrain it is practiced by both men and women and even by kids.
I started playing Taekwondo around 10 years ago, and I started coaching around almost 5 years back. I started with a ladies class. We are the first ladies specialized Taekwondo academy in Bahrain. So just a month ago we started teaching kids. It's a new venture for us. It's a different kind of challenge. So it's been interesting so far. Basically, Taekwondo is an ancient Korean martial art which is extremely important as a self-defense. It's not just a physical aspect, but it also has mental advantages for the kids. As you know, it builds up their self-confidence, it builds up their social skills, and most importantly, their discipline, their respect to others, how they can be valuable individuals in the community. It's a challenge. Kids are a challenge because you're raising an individual not just as an athlete, you know, you're raising an individual that will help be part of a community. Well, they are improving very well. They have great manners, they have great discipline, and in terms of attention, you know, they're willing to learn, they're always excited to come. For ladies, it's been a wonderful ride, basically. We've had around 19 black belt holders so far. In this 4 years, we've had around 41 different kinds of medals locally, I mean national-wise. So we're helping to improve Taekwondo, you know, with ladies and kids in specific.
It helped me about how I defend about myself. Like if I was in a fight, I will defend about myself, and if anybody wants to touch me, I will not let her touch me.
I learned Bakis, so it is like this.
Yeah.
Viewers, watch out, the next generation is strong. Reporting for Bahrain International, I'm Mariam El Bayati. Thank you for watching.
And this is it for this episode, PS5, Gaming, Photography, and Taekwondo. Don't forget to follow us on our social media platforms. So, bless you all for watching this episode and see you till next time.